things aren't exactly what they seem.
Alright guys, hey, Jeremy Lafrentz, Backstage Entertainment, on the phone here with Dolph Ziggler, WWE Superstar. Dolph, how you doing today, man?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Hey, Dolph, you guys are heading to the Qwest Center here Monday night in Omaha, Nebraska. Just kind of want to talk a little bit about you and your career and how you got started to start things off, just to kind of give fans background info on you. When did you actually decide to become a WWE Superstar?
Well, theoretically, I decided when I was 5 years old. I went to my first ever WWE live event, and my dad took me, and I was 5 years old, and I was hooked since that day. And about a month later, I started wrestling at 5 years old, just hoping to one day be a WWE Superstar. So that's where it all started.
Right, right. What kind of did you do, I guess, after 5 years old? What kind of started off for you? What did you have to do to kind of pursue your dream?
Well, at 5 years old, it was only like 2 days a week of intramural sports. But in the long run, I just tried to do as fast as I could, and I basically stuck with wrestling all my life. And through high school and college, I did as best as I possibly could, hoping to break records at my high school and college, hoping to one day just get a tryout with the WWE. Okay,
great. Now, you started kind of in the WWE as a sidekick to Vickie Guerrero, which at the time he was going under Kerwin White. But then you pretty much got a big start in January of '06 when you're actually a member of the Spirit Squad. I mean, how did you feel about the storyline with Spirit Squad and the feuds you guys had there?
At first, I was a little reluctant when I found out that I had to be, trained, my whole life to be some type of a cheerleader. That's something that I wasn't. But most of, four of us, we kind of embraced it and worked as hard as we could. And then on our off days, we were even training with gymnasts and cheerleaders, trying to be in the best possible shape that we could be, trying to stand out as best as we could. And we also had a lot of fun, and we got to be in there with some of the best in the world. It was pretty cool.
Well, definitely, because you guys even for a while had a pretty good feud going on with DX there. So, I mean, that's got to be a goal for you just to even compete with those guys, Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, just being in the ring with those guys, and even in Ric Flair for a while too. And it was
yep.
We were in there with the best in the world, and we were learning every single night. So I mean, we had some fun. We were still cheerleaders, but we were learning from the best possible teachers in the world.
Definitely. And now you've been on the Raw and SmackDown brand. Do you kind of prefer one over the other, or is it kind of all the same to you?
You know what? People ask me that a lot, and I like a little bit. It's a little bit more exciting, I think, to have that fully live Monday Night Raw, live, anything goes kind of feel to it. But also on SmackDown, there tends to be a little bit more wrestling and a little bit less, maybe behind the scenes stuff. So it's a little bit of the best of both worlds, and on both sides I have friends on both rosters, and I just enjoy going out there performing no matter what brand I'm on, as long as I'm with WWE.
Right. And in the middle of 2010, you actually won the Intercontinental Championship, which is a pretty prestigious title in the WWE. What did that kind of mean to you personally?
Personally, it was a huge goal in my life, and one of many that I've had, and it kind of eluded me for about 2 years also, because I kind of had a chance at a few pay-per-view matches with Rey Mysterio when he was the Intercontinental Champion. We tore it up, and we had some awesome matches, but I just never had quite enough, to win the actual title. And when I did, that was a really cool thing in my career and in my life outside of wrestling. Like, as a fan growing up, I watched, Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels, all those guys were Intercontinental Champions, and that started their way, towards the main event for WWE. Yeah,
exactly. And in also your career, for a short while there, for 11 minutes and 23 seconds, as I kind of read online there, you actually were the World Heavyweight Champion, but kind of got that taken away from you. Just would you, I guess, for you personally, would you rather have not won the title for just that short period of time, or would you, or was it kind of an honor for that little bit?
Well, yeah, it's a hard question, because and having that, if anyone would have told me before that, having the title no matter how long, would it be awesome? I'd go, yeah, that'd be great. And as hard as I've worked my whole life, and that's, the best you can possibly do is be, world champion. And having kind of kind of handed over to me and then kind of taken away. So it's like it almost kind of is like a little bit of a teaser for me, because I know one day I'm going to win it back legitimately, one way or another. And so it just made me that much hungrier to want to become world champion legitimately. It's hard to answer that question because, you know, I don't really count it as a title run, even though theoretically I am a former world champion.
Right.
It makes me that much hungrier to go. I'm gonna win it for real, you know, in the next coming year or so, and make it legitimate.
Primarily in your WWE career, you've actually been a heel. Do you kind of look to turn face anytime soon?
You know what? I've been fortunate enough to kind of just be myself, even though that tends to be on the heelish side. I've been lucky enough to just kind of do my own thing. And I'm actually, you know, it's my personality to actually even turned out. It tends to be a heel because I kind of tend to be a heel in real life, bad guy. And I embrace it completely. And one day, who knows, maybe one day I could see, you know, fighting to the good side, but I just don't see that happening right now. Right.
Well, it's your angle in the show is really working out, and it gets people watching, so that's good. But next thing, I mean, you've worked with many superstars. Like we talked earlier in the interview, you worked with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. But do you have a favorite that you've worked with so far?
Well, you know, being in the ring with DX, like Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. I mean, learning experience-wise, you can't top that. That's amazing. And I was a big fan of them before, you know, I was even working here. But I actually had a chance overseas to have some really, really good matches with John Morrison. And I don't really like him personally, but when we get in the ring together, we just kind of have two different kind of styles that really just happen to mesh together, and we kind of tend to steal the show every time we're in the ring together.
Outside of the show, I mean, you just talked about John Morrison not liking him personally. I guess, is everybody pretty much friends outside the show, or do you kind of keep to the storyline and just stay away from others or that you are in feuds with, or how's that work?
It's no joke. It's pretty much like any other job that you would go to where you're friends with the majority of the people. You're really good friends with a few close friends, and and maybe you're not so much friends with a couple people. It's just like anywhere else, I think.
Right. Now, a lot of superstars have creative finishing moves, but where did you actually come up with your current one, the zigzag?
I actually used to kind of do, without the jump, I kind of did a modified something like that in high school and college. I actually used it on the mat, wrestling-wise.
Really?
And I can also jump pretty high, so I kind of modified it for pro wrestling and sports entertainment to where I can kind of jump high and still kind of get my wrestling moves in there, too.
Right. And now currently, like with the angle you have right now, you have Vickie Guerrero as your business associate, and she accompanies you to ringside. Kind of how did that partnership start, and how do you feel about Vickie being in your corner there?
You know what? It's just one day she approached me and said she's done some really great things with some other superstars, and she thinks I'm going to become a guy, and thinks we can kind of make some money together and make some magic. And that's how it started. And she's tremendous. Anytime she appears, an entire arena erupts and boos her. And so she's a great person to be alongside with or next to or in the ring with, just because of it involves the crowd so much when she's around.
Yeah. The WWE event I went to, Vickie was there, and when she does her excuse me, I don't think the place gets any louder booing her off the stage. So it's pretty incredible what she can do. But that's great. That she can get the crowd going like that. So
yeah, literally just by walking out and saying 2 words, and they go nuts.
Yeah, exactly, which is awesome. But recently, you've actually been doing some changes to your look. I mean, what's the story behind the changes? Because you were bleach blonde, then went back to like a brown kind of hair, and then you're blonde again. Is that right?
Yeah, as of Monday, I'm blonde again. So I think we're just trying out some different looks. I'm trying to kind of modify my personality a little bit, be a little bit more serious. So I tried out the brown hair for a little bit, and I didn't really care for it. But I switched it back. I still got a haircut, but it's still me, with some bleach blonde,
Right.
kind of player like I like to have, but also a little bit more serious because I'm really looking forward to like being a legitimate contender for the championship, the world championship.
Definitely, definitely. Now, when you were like for that short while when you had the brown hair, did you ever get anybody telling you kind of look like Randy Orton without tattoos and stuff?
I think with every, when I had long hair and blonde hair, they said you can't look like Ric Flair. And then when I had short brown hair, they said you can't look like Randy Orton. And then when I had short blonde hair, they said you got Jack Swagger's haircut. So you're always going to be compared with somebody.
Right.
I let this out one way or another, whether it's in the ring or the way I wrestle or whatever.
Yep. So you just gotta kind of find your own thing and kind of go with it. So now, being on the road a lot, I guess you guys, everybody maintains pretty physical, fit shape, and especially you maintaining body image. Is there pretty much an extensive diet plan or a workout routine, and is it hard to follow on the road?
You know what? We do a lot of travel. We're constantly in a different city. We're constantly getting, having meals at 1 a.m. while we're driving to another city, and you just gotta be smart. I found a way to eat healthy at Wendy's and McDonald's and Waffle House and everything, and then you find a way. You force yourself to get to the gym in the morning, and I'm constantly, doing different kinds of circuit training just to stay in good shape, stay loose, not injure myself, not injure my joints, and make sure I look good, and still be able to perform.
Right. So for the fans out there that have that dream of becoming a WWE superstar and just trying to eat right and everything, there are ways to do it at fast food places and even on the road, huh?
Yeah. It's hard, but it's also like I look forward to it. I look forward to trying to find something on a menu that I can make healthy somehow. And when I'm home, the 2.5 days a week I'm at home. I hit the gym in the morning, I hit the gym at night, I eat healthy because we're actually off for a day or two. But otherwise, you have to do that, just, constantly doing cardio, constantly, watching carbs, and just constantly making sure I take care of myself.
Right, exactly. Okay, well, once again, like I said, you guys are going to be here in Omaha, Nebraska at the Qwest Center this Monday, May 30th, 2011. When you arrive to Omaha, what's kind of your plans for the day? I guess go through a Monday Night Raw day, what you actually do.
Usually we'll come in from we'll have a Sunday night show somewhere, and we'll drive maybe a couple hours into Omaha. We'll get in late Sunday night. I wake up early in the morning, I go to the gym, get some breakfast somewhere, make my way to the arena around noon or 1 in the afternoon, and then spend the day kind of just, either relaxing, backstage, or, if I want to work on some things in the ring, get some training in, I can do that. And we just got to wait and enjoy some good food and relax for a couple hours as we get ready, get ourselves psyched up for a big television show.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Dolph, thanks again for your time, and we look forward to seeing you Monday night, okay?
Okay, I'll see you then.
All right. Thanks, Dolph. That was Dolph Ziggler, WWE Superstar. Look for Monday Night Raw, May 30th, 2011, here at the Qwest Center in Omaha, Nebraska.